Hi, great to meet you.
Good to see you. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. And today we're going to speak about the already discussed topic from the very introduction to the panels, even here, the talent topic of the region. I will see if I have the slides. May I have the slides? Yes. So we are talking about the potential of the technologies. We talk about the influence of the region to the political agenda on the European level. And from my perspective, from our perspective, the one thing that we couldn't forget is the driver for the technological innovation is the talent that we have in the sector. I represent Women Go Tech, the organization that is working on upskilling, reskilling talents within the for the industry and within the industry. And we've been around for nearly a decade. We originally are from Lithuania, but we work on the region of Central and Eastern European countries. And we were looking into the talent topic of the CEE. As mentioned before by the host, there is a CEE Digital Coalition report that is available and has the section of the talent. And this is one of the graphs that I wanted to look into before we dig deeper of one of the researches that Women Go Tech has done in the previous year is the ICT graduates within the region as the percentage from total graduates that we have. And it was very nice to have all the politicians and representatives of the industry talk about the potential of the talent. But I would like to look into this graph and ask the question for everyone. Is this the ambition for the region? Is this something that we want to see? It's very nice to see the growth of the talent pool. However, we are at the with Estonia, of course, leading with roughly 10% from the total graduates with the ICT specialists. However, we are at the very limited talent pool that today is joining ICT studies and is the future talent pool. We see a tremendous growth in Romania, for example. We see a good growth in Lithuania, in Slovakia. However, are these the numbers that we would like to see in the region? And where are we focusing on? With Women Go Tech, we wanted to look into the region from the more diverse perspective. From those numbers that you saw before, depending on the market, 10 to 20% of those graduates are women who are looking into the tech sector as their potential opportunity and who are considering tech sector as their future career path. So we conducted a study that is supported by our partner Google.org and OSCE, and is conducted by Synthesis Consulting Group to look into the female talent and their responses on how attractive tech sector it is for them and what could be done in various markets to actually attract more talent towards the technology, towards the potential technologies that we want to see striving in the tech sector. So we drove the research into two categories. One, we actually asked women, what do they think? What are the barriers for them to enter tech? And these women are from 13 markets, from 3 Cs initiative markets that we focused on, including Ukrainian women in exile. And we also talked to experts. Some of the experts are here in the room. Some of the experts were recommended by the people here in the room. So we wanted to see what are their recommendations of the measures to take to attract more talent into tech. And we looked into several categories. This is just for you to understand on how diverse the audience is, rural, urban areas, age, education. But where I want to stop is we also looked into a couple of the categories that you would see in the slides and the data afterwards. So the experienced talent, that means the women who already work in tech for 2 and more years, and fresh talent, women who are considering joining the tech sector. And one of the things that we asked is how many of you have participated at any initiatives that are focused on upskilling for tech jobs. And very interesting, I would consider, and we were surprised, that the results are quite positive. More than 62% has joined. I think you can hear everything with the mic, but I'm so sorry. So has joined some kind of initiatives, some kind of trainings, depending on the market, of course, to try out whether the tech sector is for them. We also looked into their goals. Why do they come to tech sector, and what is the motivation? What is there that they want to achieve within the tech sector? And here, there are some very interesting aspects. Of course, the financial motivation and aspect to earn a better living is one of the drivers for any specialist, both men and women, to join technology industry. We also learned that women, fresh talents and experienced talents are coming to strengthen their expertise, to become better specialists within tech industry. So they want to learn more. They want to be great specialists within the tech industry. However, what is very alarming to us, and that is something to look for all of the markets, because that's universal, that's the average from the entire, from all the 13 countries, is that women are not considering tech sector as a potential to build their own product, to start their own business. These are one of the lowest numbers that you can see. So we are very good with the initiatives that we started today to promote tech sector for employment. However, we want, discussing the opportunities for the region, we want more businesses, we want more unicorns, we want innovation within the region. However, a lot of talents that are considering the tech sector are not even considering building their products or starting entrepreneurial journey. So if we just train our talent pool, is this good enough? We heard today that AI, cloud computing, cybersecurity are the topics and the priorities for the region where we want to see our tech talent focus on. We also asked respondents of the group, where are they looking into? What are the sectors that are most interesting for them? You can see the tech sector novice, so that means newbies, fresh talent. Where are they looking into? Data science, quality assurance, cybersecurity, which is nice to see as one of the priorities for the region. However, when we looked into experienced talents, the interesting point, what we learned is that 21% and more have not decided yet, even when they already work in the sector. That means there are a lot of horizontal opportunities for the careers. There is a lot of focus that could be to retransition talent from one area to another area. We also asked a very simple question, is how do you evaluate your digital skills? That means digital literacy, capabilities to use computer, phone, web applications, and so on. Of course, you can see that those who are not interested in tech sector, who are not considering joining, not considering requalification, 40% of them are not comfortable in their digital skills. That is expected, that is understandable. But what we also see, that experienced talents who work for more than 2 years in the sector, 25% of those are not fully confident in their digital skills. So they work in tech jobs, they drive tech teams, however, their self-confidence in the digital skills is not the one we want to see. This is the focus where we should be looking into when considering the imposter syndrome and women basically feeling comfortable at what they do. In our report that would be available very soon in the Women Go Tech webpage, we also compared the markets. We wanted to see what is the country readiness to enable women in tech, and what are their potential areas to focus. So we ranked the markets, and Bulgaria, Lithuania, Romania, Latvia, Estonia, you see, are way above the average to be considered as markets very ready to engage female talent in tech. But they also, there are certain measures to take where certain markets need to focus, such as more student opportunities to get to technology. I'm not sure you're able to see so much in the detail, but definitely this report will be available for everyone to see with the country profiles of where the market can focus. We see that we asked whether you see in your market enough tech quality jobs. Are there stereotypes still present within your market to consider women as ready to take more leadership opportunities or general tech-related jobs. And what we saw that generally the markets are being, tech companies are being considered by women as a safe space to work, that there are opportunities for them. However, when we ask, where do you think the sector should focus? Where should we pay attention to? We saw that women responded that they want to see tech companies investing more to attract female talent, that there shouldn't be gender stereotyped recruitment, and they want to see more companies hiring despite the background of education, hiring despite the fact women graduated ICT studies or not. And here's one of the graphs that I really like. And here's a very clear direction where companies, where the industry can focus. So there's like a high priority, good enough, but still we could be focusing on, and then really important, highest priority, we should be spending our attention here. So women want to see more work-life balance within the industry, equal pay, constructive feedback throughout their career paths, gender unbiased recruitment. These are the areas that women responded to us as important when they consider tech-related careers. And some of the areas where we looked into the society level, in general, do you see the positive change within the society on what is happening and is the country and the government doing enough? So more or less above the average, what I wanted to highlight that fresh talents who are just considering to join the tech sector are more positive that the stereotypes are not present. But when we talk to experienced talents, the situation is slightly different, and they refer to the situation to be improved. There are different measures that the countries can take, where to focus, what kind of programs to maybe create, initiate. This is something for you to take into consideration. But what I wanted to where I wanted to stop is we also compared the markets in our report in a bit more comprehensive manner, compared the markets from biggest barriers where to enter tech to least countries having least barriers and what unites them. And you can see we still have a lot job to do in Slovakia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, basically in the region, I'd say, because it's roughly 19 to 25% of ICT talent is women in European markets in general. But the biggest barriers per country, unfortunately, are still related to the stereotypes of women doing tech jobs, but adult women having equal opportunities to join tech and similar. And we could not avoid the topic of the AI. So we really wanted to look into the women interest in joining the, so to say, revolution of AI, the trend of potentially not only using technology, but maybe in the future contributing to the creation of innovative solutions within AI field. And we asked So because there were so many articles, and again, we asked women and we asked experts in the similar format, and this report is already available for you to download within the Women Go Tech website. Are women interested to use AI? How do they use AI? And what are their perceptions towards AI? And we were positively surprised. 68% of our respondents have used at least one AI tool. We have done this research when Google still had Bard, not Gemini. So it was last year, with Poland skyrocketing with the responses, 87%, Estonia, Croatia, Romania, Slovenia, and all the markets demonstrating that women have tried some tools in AI, and this is a big potential we should be focusing on. We asked also, what is your attitude towards AI? We compared the markets, which are the most positive, which are maybe have a bit more to do when it comes to promotion of the AI. And we also wanted to understand why women use or do not use AI. It's a lot about the feeling of cheating when using AI tools. It's a lot about the data security and data privacy and understanding where the data goes. It's a lot, you can see lots of markets share the same feedback that I don't know how I can trust the data that is being suggested to me. So there is a lot of the education that still has to be provided to the general nation to attract more people towards using AI and afterwards creating the technologies and innovations throughout it. And we asked them on how, what motivates you to learn? So younger audiences typically are more influenced by peers. More adult audiences are motivated by their either education or work environment. But there's one thing where I would like to really stress: 30% of our respondents are not sure if their employer, what is their employer policy towards AI usage at work. 26% of those respondents indicated that their employer does not have any policy towards AI usage. 14% of respondents indicated that their employer does not allow any use of AI tools at work or for work purposes. And what we noticed that if women are not given instructions or allowance to use, they will act by the rules, and they will try to avoid that. 16% of all respondents indicated that their employer policy allows AI usage, but only 8% actually trains and provides the guidance on how to do it. So we talk a lot, but we expect that someone else will do the job, and someone else will actually train our talent on how to navigate within this. And for the very end, here are some of the measures to reduce those barriers. Training at the workplace, which I guess is expected from the previous slide that we showed. Free community courses, clear work policy for AI usage, clear explanations on AI functionalities, limitations. We do talk a lot about role models and women within the industry or driving the industry. According to our experts that we interviewed, it's not as important to motivate the general crowd to start using it. So there is a lot to start from, but always standing in similar conferences like this, I come from NGO, I come from, and also from tech business myself. So we do focus a lot, not only on the talking and encouragement, but we also do focus a lot on actually doing the stuff. This is one of the programs that we have just launched for the general public, focused on women, to actually, this is AI Foundations program. supported by Google.org that supports us to actually build something like that, totally free for everyone. I just checked before jumping on stage, we have 7,800 registered users already from Lithuania, from Poland, from Romania, from Hungary, Slovakia, Latvia, and so on, from Central and Eastern Europe, who just want to learn the foundations, to understand where it can lead. This is free to use. Take it. If you want to localize it, this is the next step. We have also just signed the NDA with the joint efforts agreement with Ukrainian training network, DIA. I guess you are well aware of that. So some of our courses are available there, and we continue educating the general crowd. And here we are as a non-governmental organization to actually support you as a platform in a mission to educate the talent field, to motivate both men and women to join tech industry and actually drive innovation for the sector. So I'm here today. Let's talk, let's exchange ideas, what we can do to support you on the mission to create the most hungry, as mentioned earlier, talent pool within the Europe. Thank you very much.